The stadium is shaking. Not because of an earthquake. Because 80,000 people have just realized. Everything comes down to you. The scoreboard reads 1-1. It's the 119th minute. 1 minute remains before penalties. Your legs feel heavier than they ever have. Every sprint. Every tackle. Every injury. Every sacrifice. It all led here. The referee glances at his watch. One final attack. Your captain looks at you. No words. He doesn't need them. You already know. If you miss, an entire nation will remember your name for the wrong reason. If you score, they'll never forget you. The ball rolls toward you. The crowd disappears. For one heartbeat, there is only silence. 20 years earlier, you were just another kid with a football. Millions dream about playing in the FIFA World Cup. Only thousands ever wear their country's shirt. Only hundreds step onto the pitch. Only 22 start the final. And only one team lifts the trophy. The journey isn't just about becoming a better footballer. It's about surviving pressure that grows larger every single step. Every stage demands something new. More talent. More discipline. More sacrifice. More heartbreak. Because every level you conquer introduces another obstacle waiting to break you. This is what it feels like to survive every stage of the World Cup. Stage 1. The Dreamer. Your first football isn't new. It's faded. The white panels have turned grey from years of use. One side barely holds air. You don't care. To you, it's perfect. Every afternoon after school, you race outside before your homework is even finished. Your goalposts are 2 backpacks. Sometimes they're 2 rocks. Sometimes they're your shoes. The pitch changes every day. A dusty street. A school playground. An empty field. A narrow alley where every bad touch sends the ball crashing into someone's gate. You learn quickly. Control the ball. Or lose it. You copy your favorite players. Their celebrations. Their dribbles. Their free kicks. You count down imaginary finals. 93rd minute. You strike the ball. Goal. No one is watching. But you celebrate anyway. Your parents think it's just a hobby. Your friends think it's just a game. You secretly believe something different. One day, you'll wear your country's colors. One Saturday morning, a local coach notices you. He doesn't say much. Just one sentence. Come to training tomorrow. You barely sleep that night. Training starts at 8. You arrive at 7. There are 20 other children. Every one of them thinks they're the best player there. The coach doesn't care about your tricks. He watches something else. Do you chase every loose ball? Do you pass? Do you listen? Can you keep going after everyone else is tired? You discover football is nothing like the matches you watch on television. There are no crowds. No commentators. No trophies. Only cones. Running. Passing drills. Fitness tests. Mistakes. Again. 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 You leave training exhausted. Your legs ache. Your boots are covered in mud. For the first time, football feels like work. The next months become a routine. School. Homework. Training. Sleep. Repeat. Birthday parties become rare. Weekend trips disappear. Your friends play video games. You're practicing your first touch against a brick wall. Hundreds of passes. Thousands. Eventually, you stop counting. Then comes your first youth tournament. Scouts line the touchline. They're quiet. Clipboards in hand. Watching every mistake. Your first touch bounces too far. Your second pass misses its target. Your confidence begins to disappear. Then, late in the second half, the ball falls perfectly in front of you. One defender. One chance. You don't think. You move. A feint. A burst of pace. One touch around the goalkeeper. The net ripples. Your teammates explode with celebration. The scouts don't clap. They simply write something down. You wonder what they wrote. You won't find out today. But someone has finally noticed your name. You go home that evening carrying a small medal around your neck. It isn't gold. It isn't silver. Most people wouldn't even display it. But to you, it's proof. The dream might actually be possible. You still have years to go. You haven't joined an academy. You haven't signed a contract. You haven't represented your country. You haven't even played inside a real stadium. You're still standing at the very first step. And the climb has only just begun. Stage 2, the academy. The phone rings on a Tuesday afternoon. Your mother answers. She listens. Looks at you. Then smiles. The academy wants you. Not because you're the best player they've ever seen. Because they believe you might become one. You report for your first session the following week. The gates are taller than your old school. The grass is impossibly green. Every ball is brand new. Every player is wearing matching training gear. You suddenly realize something. Back home, you were the star. Here, everyone was. The coaches don't introduce themselves. They don't need to. Their reputations got there first. Training starts immediately. Two-touch passing. Positioning. Movement. Pressing. Recovery runs. Every drill is timed. Every mistake is noticed. Every player is competing for the same dream. You quickly learn something nobody tells you. Talent gets you into the academy. Discipline keeps you there. Your days change completely. School in the morning. Training in the afternoon. Gym in the evening. Homework after dinner. Sleep. Wake up. Repeat. Week after week. Your friends stop inviting you out. They already know the answer. No. I've got training. You miss birthdays. Family vacations. School trips. The academy becomes your second home. Sometimes. Your first. Then comes your first fitness assessment. 30 players stand on the line. The coach blows his whistle. You sprint. Again. 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 Each run is slower than the last. One player throws up. Another collapses. Nobody laughs. Because tomorrow. It could be them. Months pass. Your football changes. You stop chasing the ball. You start reading the game. You know where your teammate will pass. Before he does. You know where the striker wants to run. Before he moves. Football begins to slow down. Not because the game is slower. Because you're finally seeing it faster. Then injuries arrive. Your ankle twists during training. Nothing dramatic. But enough to keep you out for 6 weeks. The hardest part isn't the pain. It's watching. Every day you sit beside the pitch. Watching someone else wear your bib. Someone else score goals. Someone else impress the coaches. You wonder if they'll forget about you. Every footballer asks themselves the same question eventually. What if someone better replaces me? Recovery feels slower than time itself. Physiotherapy. Ice baths. Resistance bands. Exercises so small they don't even feel like football. One step forward. Another. Eventually. You're running again. Then sprinting. Then smiling. Your first game back feels strange. You hesitate. Every challenge reminds you of the injury. Until the ball breaks loose inside midfield. Instinct takes over. You win it. Drive forward. Split 2 defenders with 1 pass. Your striker scores. The fear disappears. You remember who you are. At the end of the season, the academy releases 12 players. One by one. Their names are called. Some cry. Some stare at the floor. One empties his locker without saying a word. Yesterday they were your teammates. Tomorrow, they'll be gone. Football can be brutally honest. Sometimes effort isn't enough. Sometimes talent isn't enough. Sometimes timing decides everything. The coach finally reaches your name. He pauses. Then says, "See you next season." You don't celebrate. Not loudly. You simply breathe. For another year. The dream survives. But surviving the academy isn't the goal. It's only permission to chase something even bigger. Professional football. And that's where careers are truly made. Stage 3. The professional. You're 17. The contract sits on the table. Your name is already printed at the bottom. One signature. And football stops being a dream. It becomes your job. Your parents stand behind you. The club photographer smiles. The academy director shakes your hand. Congratulations. You smile back. Inside, you're terrified. Because tomorrow, nobody cares about your potential anymore. Only your performances. First team training starts at 9. You arrive at 8. Veteran players are already there. Some have won league titles. Others have played in Europe. You've watched them on television. Now, you're sharing their dressing room. No one treats you like a celebrity. You're expected to earn your place. Just like everyone else. Training begins. The speed is shocking. The ball moves faster. The decisions come quicker. One bad touch. And someone takes the ball. You spend the first week chasing shadows. The older players notice. One of them walks over after training. You'll get used to it. 3 simple words. Enough to keep you believing. Then, the manager calls your name. You travel with us this weekend. You try not to smile. You fail. Your professional debut is only days away. Match day. The stadium is packed. Thousands of supporters sing before kickoff. You sit quietly on the bench. Watching. Waiting. 75 minutes pass. Then, the 4th official raises the board. Your number appears. You step onto the pitch. Every sound disappears. Your first touch is simple. Your second is confident. Your third splits 2 defenders. The crowd applauds. 5 minutes later, you deliver a perfect cross. Goal. Your first professional assist. The stadium erupts. Your teammates surround you. The newspapers call you the next big thing. Your father doesn't. He calls that evening. Stay humble. Football forgets yesterday very quickly. He's right. 1 month later, you lose your place in the starting lineup. A new signing arrives. More experienced. More expensive. You watch 3 consecutive matches from the bench. For the first time, you understand something. Getting here was difficult. Staying here is even harder. Stage 4. The national team. The message arrives without warning. You're finishing training when your phone starts vibrating. 1 notification. Then another. Then 20 more. Your teammates are smiling before you even unlock the screen. The national team has announced its latest squad. You scroll through the list once. Then again. Then a third time. There it is. Your name. You don't say a word. You simply stare. Every lonely training session. Every injury. Every setback. Every sacrifice. They've all led to this. You're going to represent your country. Training camp feels different from club football. There are no transfers here. No rival clubs. Everyone wears the same badge. The same colors. The same dream. But there isn't much time. Only a few training sessions before the next international match. You have to build chemistry with players you've only competed against. The captain walks over during your first session. He places a hand on your shoulder. Relax. You're here because you earned it. Those words stay with you. Your debut arrives 3 days later. You stand in the tunnel holding a child's hand. The stadium is full. Flags cover every section. Families sing the national anthem together. You try to sing. Your voice catches. This isn't another league game. You're carrying an entire nation. The referee blows the whistle. The match begins. International football is different. Faster. Stronger. More ruthless. Every mistake is punished. Every opportunity matters. You spend most of the first half chasing the game. Trying to match the speed. Trying to belong. Then, late in the second half, your chance arrives. A loose ball falls just outside the penalty area. You strike it first time. The shot takes one bounce. Past the goalkeeper. Into the bottom corner. Goal. For a second, the stadium falls silent inside your mind. Then the noise crashes back all at once. Your teammates sprint toward you. The supporters erupt. Somewhere in the stands, your parents are crying. Back home, millions have just learned your name. After the match, everything changes. Children ask for your autograph. Journalists want interviews. Sponsors begin calling. People start talking about the future. The World Cup. At first, you try not to think about it. But every international player knows the truth. Every match from this point forward is leading to one destination. Qualification. Only 32 nations will make it. Hundreds of players won't. The next stage won't test your talent. It will test your ability to carry an entire country's expectations. Stage 5. The World Cup Qualifiers. The celebration doesn't last long. 3 days later, you're back on the training ground. The manager gathers the squad around a giant screen. One image fills it. The World Cup trophy. He doesn't point at the trophy. He points at the qualifying table. That's your real opponent. Because before you can dream about lifting the trophy, you have to earn the right to compete for it. The qualifying campaign lasts almost 2 years. Different countries. Different climates. Different stadiums. 1 month you're playing in freezing rain. The next, you're running in 35-degree heat. Some stadiums hold 20,000 people. Others hold 80,000. None of them want you to win. Your first qualifier starts badly. 10 minutes in, you're already behind. The home supporters celebrate every completed pass. Every tackle. Every mistake you make. The noise never stops. At half-time, the dressing room is silent. Nobody panics. The manager walks to the tactics board. We're not chasing goals. We're controlling the game. The second half feels different. Your team keeps possession. The spaces begin to open. With 15 minutes remaining, your captain threads a pass between 2 defenders. You sprint onto it. 1 touch. 1 finish. Goal. The equalizer. The away supporters erupt. 5 minutes later, your striker scores again. 2-1. Your qualification campaign is alive. Months pass. Wins. Draws. Disappointments. Last-minute victories. Long flights home. Recovery sessions. Then straight back to club football. There are no breaks anymore. Every international window feels like a final. The media constantly updates the table. If they win tonight, they'll move into first. If they lose, they may miss the World Cup. You stop reading the headlines. Pressure is already heavy enough. Everything comes down to the final qualifier. 90 minutes. Win. And your country qualifies. Fail. And 4 years of work disappear. The stadium sells out in less than an hour. Supporters arrive before sunrise. Some haven't seen their nation play at a World Cup in decades. They believe this is the team that will change everything. You hope they're right. The match is tense. Nobody wants to make the first mistake. The scoreboard still reads 0-0 in the 78th minute. Every clearance earns applause. Every save feels like a goal. Then, a free kick. Your captain places the ball. Everyone else crowds the penalty area. The whistle blows. The cross curls perfectly. You leap. The defender jumps with you. For one moment, everything stops. Then, your forehead meets the ball. The goalkeeper dives. Too late. Goal. The stadium explodes. Your teammates bury you beneath a mountain of shirts. The referee blows for full time. You've qualified for the FIFA World Cup. Stage 6, the group stage. 26 players arrive. Only 11 start. The pressure returns immediately. 3 matches. 9 possible points. One mistake can send you home. The opening match ends in victory. The second, a hard-fought draw. Everything comes down to the final group game. 76 minutes. Your captain slips the ball through. One touch. One finish. Goal. The final whistle sounds. You've survived the group stage. Only 16 teams remain. Stage 7, the knockouts. There are no tables anymore. No calculations. Lose once, and you're flying home. The round of 16 goes to penalties. You score yours. Your goalkeeper saves the last one. Quarter-final. 90 brutal minutes. One chance. One assist. One victory. Suddenly, you're one game away from the World Cup final. Stage 8. The semi-final. The stadium has never sounded louder. Every pass feels heavier. Every tackle hurts. The game stays scoreless until the 68th minute. The captain spots your run. You round the goalkeeper. Goal. 20 minutes feel like 20 years. The referee blows the whistle. You're in the World Cup final. Millions celebrate. One match remains. Stage 9, the final. Nobody sleeps. Nobody talks. The entire world is watching. The first half ends. 0-0. You score in the second. 5 minutes later, they equalize. Extra time. 118th minute. The ball breaks loose. It finds your feet. You shoot. The net ripples. The stadium erupts. 2 minutes later, the referee ends the match. You're a World Cup champion. Stage 10, after the World Cup. The medal hangs around your neck. Children wear your name. Supporters call you a legend. Years pass. Your pace fades. Your final match arrives. You remove your boots one last time. Back home, you find the old football that started everything. The stitching is falling apart. You smile. Because before the stadiums, before the trophies, before the millions watching, there was only one child. One ball. One impossible dream. Most dreams never survive every stage. A few do. Somewhere, another child is counting down an imaginary World Cup final. The cycle begins again.